Hello and welcome to the official of I'm Callum.
I'm Daniel.
We can't carry on.
Yeah, we can.
I'm Tom.
Right, first thing, it's not even news, but I mentioned it last week that Sonic Youth and Swans aren't really connected, but I put them together. Turns out 30 years ago they shared a rehearsal space. Found that out this week.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Do you know how much did they like communicate?
Yes. They went on tour together and Thurston Moore got upset with the drummer of Swans because he thought he couldn't keep time properly.
Oh. Couldn't.
I don't know. Got an eyelash.
Lots of people do.
I shaved mine off.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ!
What?
It's like an episode. It's like Stomp the musical is going on in this fucking podcast because everything's just clucking and creaking and making noises.
Stomp. Oh.
Things aren't going well today, are they?
It never does. It never ever does. Okay, what if I made a burrito, but like the outside was a pizza, and the inside was like a burger?
What the hell is that noise? Is someone getting murdered and you have
That was a dog.
What's it? Sound like a woman going. Oh!
What
It's like
does sound like 2 foot high cocker spaniels to you?
No, but it sounded like
I'll give it. He is a girly dog who just runs away.
It's the importance.
Cowardly, not girly, cowardly.
It sounds like the importance of being an earnest woman who goes a handbag.
Never seen it.
Haven't you? Yeah. Look it up. It's just some woman who goes a handbag.
I think I've got the idea now.
Yeah, a handbag.
That's basically what Vine is.
Was.
Yeah, but it's not Vine because it's
Fallout
from
for the
Oscar Wilde. He
Fallout.
eats shit.
I forgot that they just went under for a reason, despite being very, very popular.
Because it was bought out by Twitter and Twitter killed it.
Oh.
I thought it was coming back though. Isn't it coming back?
No.
Just short videos on YouTube.
Vans might come back, but Vine never will.
Oh well, I didn't really like it much anyway.
Well, you've always got Line.
What? Brine?
Line.
Grind?
Line.
Grinder.
What's line?
Oh, Line's messaging app, isn't it?
Yeah. But just in Asia.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to have that.
Because it's basically just like what we have, but like better. Because it has many more features.
And
but
if
more
you
users.
say anything bad against communism, SWAT teams show up at your house.
Real life FBI man.
I know you just said Asia, not China.
Wow.
China's a very militant state. Like, that's a completely.
Oh no, I
accurate-
wasn't questioning that. I just said Asia because it's like in Korea and Japan. I don't know how popular it is in China.
No, but
Probably not as
Tyler, the
popular as
creator, dropped a demo from 2016. I didn't listen to it. I can't remember what it's called. Who cares?
Who cares? Probably.
If you didn't think it was good enough to be on an album, why should I?
Fair enough, but then Kendrick's unmastered one is pretty cool.
Maybe I haven't listened to it.
It's really good.
There's a new Melvins single.
Yes!
Their upcoming album. The single's called... Yeah. It's it called now? Don't forget to breathe. It's called Don't Forget to Breathe.
Don't forget.
You literally...
Dan, don't forget, alright?
Now that was a memory failure.
Oh! We could make a meme failure out of that.
Oh, well, now my pick.
Wow.
What was
The Melvin O'Dooms.
Tom, we need to go to London to escape Callum.
Guys, what do you think, guys? Guys, what was the song,
My
guys?
my favourite moment was when Melvin O'Doom sang.
We're in a band called Melvin.
Melvin and MF Doom collab. Melvin O'Doom.
The band's named after a guy who worked in a video shop.
Yeah, Melvin O'Doom. From Gadget Show.
Wasn't Melvin O'Doom.
No, I like the song though. It's cool. It's fun.
It's okay.
I don't think it
I
needs
don't
to be
like
that
the
long.
Melvins.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like
Well-
8 minutes, nearly.
Melvins do long, jammy songs and real short songs, like in the same albums. Here's a fun exercise. How old do you think the band Melvins is?
They're like 40, 50?
And
Like, from when they formed?
yeah,
35, 40?
yeah, about 35, 40-ish years. But it doesn't sound old.
No. Sounds cool.
Oh,
They
maybe
sound fresh still.
they might have just bought a modern guitar.
No, I mean like it doesn't sound dated. Like as
Yeah, they haven't
like most
rehashed
of
the old songs,
that
like-
old. It all starts just homogenizing into itself.
So
Yeah, it's a comfort zone, isn't it? It's a comfort zone of like sound, and
Yeah.
you find a little formula and you just stick to it.
So this could have been a band that you talked about on the recent bands podcast.
Current bands, yes. Was that the one that was missing?
Maybe, I can't remember.
Episode 6 is missing. It was called the current bands, best current bands.
No.
All the songs were from at least 10 years ago.
Yeah, but they're still around. What point does that? I didn't say the fucking Beatles, did I? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
the thing
arguably
about Melvins, I wasn't that into this song, but I reckon in the context in the album it would be pretty good.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Because there's a Melvin's album called Stoner Witch, where if you just listen to any of the songs, it's just like, eh. But if you listen to the whole thing, it's great.
Weird.
Because it all flows together, like, so well.
Yeah. Well, some albums just don't really need singles, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of ruins
Yeah.
it. Like, that's why Pink Floyd didn't release singles, because it's like, what joy would you get from listening to one song off the wall, you know what I mean? Like, or like, Dark Side of the Moon, it kind of defeats the point of that, of the whole thing, doesn't it?
What do you think of the video?
It was weird.
Wait, no.
Don't-
I'm pretty sure Pink Floyd did have singles. I think you're thinking of Led Zeppelin.
No, but Pink Floyd didn't.
Money was a
They had money, and then for the next few albums, they didn't have any singles, and then it was another brick in the wall. So Animals and Wish You Were Here, I don't think there were any singles for that.
I'm not sure about that, but I know Led Zeppelin never had a single.
Yeah, I know that.
What do you think of the video?
Yeah, it's strange. I don't know what the hell was going on. It's just like,
I thought it was just kind of shit.
that's not really a video. It's just like,
I feel it's faux artsy.
Remember, Callum's an expert in this department.
I'm an expert in every department, Dan. You'll find me in menswear, women's wear, and underwear.
overwear.
Even child's wear.
Yeah. I'm an expert in all fields. I'm a real professional. So what do you think of the video, Dan? What do you think of the video?
I had no idea. Like, it was just... I don't know what it was supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Like, was there a point to
No,
there even being?
definitely not. Unless it's deep subtext.
I mean, I kind of want some cake now, but that's about it.
See, the thing is, I kind of wanted cake. But one, that probably is just because I'm hungry. And two, it looked like it had way too much icing.
I'm fine with lots of icing.
It's just too much. I want, if I get cake, I want cake.
No, if
I don't
it's
want
like
icing, I want cake.
It's a perfect balance between the two.
I want that.
Sometimes
Can't tell.
icing's nice for when you're like 5, and you can just eat it. But like now, you just feel sick.
I mean, you have to be an intellectual to appreciate cakes. Albert Einstein once said, "Yeah, man, cakes are real good. It's my second favourite thing after Rick and Morty."
Yeah, you need like a IQ of at least 1,000 to really get cakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll stick on the biscuits then.
Wow, that's proper B-Tech fucking food. That.
It's not taxed like cakes are.
Well,
Did you know Jaffa cakes are technically biscuits?
no, they're a cake.
They were deemed a biscuit.
They were deemed
So
a cake.
Deemed a biscuit.
They were deemed a cake.
Legally. They're not taxed because they're technically a biscuit.
I'll tax them if I want to tax them.
You're not the government.
Who
He's
says?
the tax man. Dun, 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 dun. I'll
I'm
tax
getting
the
19
cake.
down. What are you getting? 1. That's what you get.
We can't have more than one cake.
So on the 19th of April, it was announced that hit stoner metal band Sleep were gonna
Sleep.
release the first album in nearly 20 years on 4/20.
So the day after.
And they did. And I'm sure it's good. Did anybody listen to it?
No.
Nope.
I'd
Yeah,
heard of them.
Dope Smoker came out in 1998.
Nice one.
Also on April 20th.
I assume not.
Could be 19.6 years later then. 19.2.
I said almost 20 years, Dan.
Stop
Stop trying to be a pedantic prick with your dumb throat noises.
Do you want me to add context?
No.
You brought them up, Callum.
No, you brought them up again and again, several times.
But not on podcast.
It's in a
I'm being
recording.
professional here. What about you?
Me, I was ready to record 2 hours before we started recording. That's how professional I am.
No, that's lack of standards.
How is it?
You were ready to go with Tom eating burgers and
He didn't have that 2 hours ago, Dan.
No, he was outside half an hour ago. He
Sometimes I
wasn't
wish
even
I
here
was
2 hours
outside.
ago.
Hey, life's hard
The
for me. I had
album's
to
called
wait like
The
literally
Science.
2 hours.
Cover's got a spaceman. You can buy it for £6. I listened to a bit of it. It's good. But I'll even listen to all of it.
I shall.
Will you?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. It's only got like 6 songs on it, I think.
Are they like long songs though?
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Yeah, well, cool.
So today's topic's punk. It's kind of generally punk. Well, if there is a discussion, then I'll go into a vague timeline. So, first question. What does punk mean to you?
Is Dan going
Thomas?
first? Oh, right, okay. Hello. Well, it's more... Are we talking everything? Genre, ethos, Beth?
I mean, what does punk mean to you?
Does it make you all tingly inside?
Oh, yeah, it gives me that fizz. that James May coffees. Yeah, I think of the ethos of like punk, and like it springs to mind like Sex Pistols and all that, like the very like birth of it, I guess, in the 70s. And it also reminds me of pop punk, which is like the complete other side, which I hate. So I have quite mixed feelings about it. You know, when people say, and then it's like that with, you know, almost every genre. Like when people say they like a certain genre, it's like, well, where in that genre do you like? You know what I mean? And it's like,
I like metal, like Linkin Park. You know?
Yeah, like yeah. Hey, I like fucking Coldplay. They're alternative music, right? They're indie kids.
Alternative to good. Got him.
Got him. Fucking roast. Imagine Dragons, mate. Apparently they're alternative music. I was like, is the other alternative shooting yourself in the head? Because yeah, the alternative to suicide. Oh, there's a video where some guy's just like playing the same chord progression, and he just keeps saying like, "Your Febreze reminds me of your summer house," and it just sounds like every fucking Chainsmokers song ever. It's so funny.
Is it the How to Write a Chainsmokers song one?
I think so. It might be. Yeah. He's just like he's sitting there at a piano, like just naming things around the house, and like fucking just like saying, "You were doing good at school, but I wasn't." And it just sounds like perfect. So stupid.
So what's the idea of punk mean to you?
Well, rebellion above else, I guess. Noise, be noisy. The kind of just shock factor, I guess.
Teen angst for the pop punk thing, for the pop punk part.
Yeah, I guess it's just meant to bring back the old rock and roll thing of like, you know, parents didn't want their kids to listen to Elvis kind of thing, you know what I mean? And that's what punk was. And hip hop is kind of like the same thing now, isn't it? Where it's like adults just don't get it. Hip hop.
Oh.
You know, people like adults.
Folks like Death Grips. Because we have
Well,
to
more like SoundCloud rappers.
Otherwise, I don't get any money.
Well, it's kind of like SoundCloud rappers and things where parents just don't get the appeal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just meant to be really like divisive and things like that. So I feel like there's been probably grunge is a bit like that as well.
Yeah.
So I suppose there's always like an era every so once in a while where it's just a counterculture kind of thing.
So Dan, what's punk to you?
Mainly pop punk when I think about punk. Just for bands like Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Paramore. Oh, Paramore. New Paramore's shite. And it's just like not so much in your face as like Sex Pistols, Ramones. But pop punk is just sort of trying to, at least 2000s, pop punk is trying to deal with like teenage problems and all that. And bands like MCR, and they get massive like followings of teenagers who go around wearing nothing but black and eyeliner. I mean, you can't see Callum, but he was like that back in the day.
See, I thought that was going to be a dig with the all black, but I don't wear eyeliner, so.
Yeah. But it was like into MCR, and you like MCR. I think we all like MCR, at least to a point. I don't know Tom's feelings.
Well, you know, I'm not. I kind of zoned out.
Come on, Tom, that was a cue. That was a cue for you.
I completely zoned out. Sorry. All I heard was My Chemical Romance, and I brought myself back, and I was like, it's like people were talking to me, and I was just like,
we got off Paramore and Green Day, you were just like, oh, MCR, just someone slightly interesting.
Yeah, because you said Paramore, and then I think my brain decided to die.
Well, don't you like old Paramore at least somewhat?
Well, I don't mind Riot,
Yeah, that whole because.
but everything else can suck a big fat dick.
Yeah, that's some talented music.
You what?
Music can suck dick. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it literally consumes physical objects.
So punk to me is kind of it's to go against convention and to kind of push things to extremes. Except I don't think my version of punk is the same as anybody else's version of punk.
You're a special snowflake.
Oh, he's just so progressive. He's up there with like Imagine Dragons, mate, in terms of experimental.
You're a prog punk genre.
Yeah. Punk songs that change time signature 20 odd times. That's what I do. That's what the kids want. You just don't know that they want it.
I want it, but not from you. I just worry about what it would be like.
What does this mean? I feel so slighted.
I don't know. Give it to Petrucci and Young, or like, you know.
You would, you fanboy.
No. They got the prog part, and then like I don't know, mixing.
No, they got the dull part.
It's not dull.
Yeah, it is.
It's the punk guy.
So are there any bands that stand out to either of you? When does it say punk?
Probably all like the old ones. I know Dan's got a more up to date thing with punk bands, obviously like Green Day and things, but
they're not up to date.
but I mean like the second wave of punk.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a bit more with that.
Oh, that's not second wave. That's third wave. I thought no, it might be fourth.
Anyway, pop punk 2000s wave.
Yeah, because Green Day started in the 2000s.
No, but like they change sounds because they sound a lot different from like.
No, they sound the same. They've sounded the same forever, except it's just the only thing that changes is how much compression's on it.
The distortion's down. Everything's just mellower. It's like less punch.
Well, there was a big difference in Dookie and American Idiot, and that's where I sort of label the change. Before American Idiot. American Idiot was good, but it sounds completely different.
It's how many soft songs there are and how the production is.
Well, I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head the exact production.
Really?
Yeah.
If I get a song stuck in my head, I have to like think of the production in how the production sounds in my head to figure out what the song is.
You what?
Yeah, what?
Yeah? Does that not happen with anyone else?
What do you mean? What?
If I get like a little riff stuck in my head and I can't remember who did it, then I think of the production and I figure out who would have production like that. Is that just me?
I think.
Yeah, I suppose the overall sound. Yeah, I don't know about. I suppose it is production. I guess you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's like specifically how the guitar's recorded.
Do usually people remember sort of like the sound of a band, like, you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers is quite distinct compared to a lot of other things from the time, and people would go for more of the sound than the
Stop
production.
saying like. Yeah. Stop trying to just say the time. You've done it with Green Day and Chili Peppers now, and both of them went on for over 25 years.
Okay, I can't remember any Chili Peppers album names.
Californication.
Oh, is that the album name?
That's one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, that one. I thought it was just a song.
Yeah, hardcore fan, guys.
Can't Stop is just, great.
I wish they would stop.
First listen to it.
I like embarrassing.
It's a joke about not being able to stop.
Wow.
So many. So, personal experiences with punk?
What would you label as a personal experience? Because I imagine the range is quite large with you being in a punk band.
I was in a punk band once.
He was in a punk band. Literally the day after the night I said, hey, can you play bass in this band? You were like, oh, should I cut my hair myself with scissors or whatever? You're straight into just yeah, sure, I'll just dive head first into this.
That sounds like me. I don't know, it was cool though. I like that band.
While it lasted.
Yeah. Well, the songs are still there and they're still good.
Yeah.
I have fun playing bass.
Said 2 people ever?
No, it was cool. It was interesting because you have to show some kind of restraint when you play bass as well. It's not just it's going to be what's right for the song, you know what I mean? And then there were a couple of songs where I was like, all right, okay, I'll just go mentally because everyone else is, so why not? Well, I like just the simplicity of the instrument. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's nice to just stand back and contribute to the sound rather than trying to.
For at least
you know what I
3
mean?
songs in a set, you should have just left your guitar against the amp and just walked away for a bit.
just stood back like I was appreciating a good painting. You know what I mean? And just been like,
Little Wonder
Yeah. It's life exists. Greek philosophers.
I saw that meme as well. Dan?
I've just listened to a lot of pop punk since I was young, and when I got into music...
You still are young.
I meant when a young child then.
You still are a young child.
A young child is the biggest oxymoron ever. When I was an old elderly person, I used
That's not an oxymoron.
an old elderly... Well, it's just
a redundant word.
It doesn't need to say that.
Anyway,
yeah.
When I got into music, you sort of showed me Dead Kennedys and that. I'd already known about the Ramones and Sex Pistols just because they're so well known. But I do listen to Dead Kennedys a lot more because they're a lot, forceful in your face with that more era of punk.
Yes,
it's very different, and it's a fresh. Well, to me, it's a fresh take on it, even though it's from.
The first take is the fresh take.
Yeah, I heard
the fresh take of Bel Air.
After hearing Paramore, Green Day, followed by MCR, and then going to Dead Kennedys, Sex Pistols, it's I know it's a lot earlier, but it's different. So and it's a lot more interesting.
And it's less condensed.
Would that be because they just did it all themselves and couldn't be bothered compressing it?
No, because none of the bands you've mentioned were DIY bands. The first Sex Pistols album was just immaculately produced. That was just musically bioengineered. It's so precise. The rough demos of I've got some of them. They're not the best.
Try not to talk production to me. I don't know it.
He's like, don't you just hit record and then sounds happen? Isn't?
I was just kind of nodding as Calvin was talking.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah. So could I record my prog rock album on my iPhone?
It's not that bad. At least get a headset microphone. One of the PS4 ones.
Can I record my solo using wax cylinders? Hell yeah.
No.
Just edit it in Audacity, it's fine. All in one take, out the bits I don't need.
My prog rock album in all
Who would
Audacity.
produce an album on Audacity? I mean,
Wow,
come
who would
on.
have the audacity to do that? Me.
That was the most shameless me I've ever heard.
It was the
Yeah, I
most
know.
proud kind of
Me.
objective me.
Because I'm
Shameless.
hipster trash.
Me.
Nice to meet you. Me.
Tom, if you say
That's
you're cheap, it's understandable. If you say you're hipster, people will just hate you.
No, well, I had the shittest laptop in the world. Plus
Is it a
the
Mac?
shittest... No, it was the one before that. It was like a HP 2-in-1 tablet thing.
Oh, the little
And
tiny
it's-
one?
Yeah. That.
The Candy Crush one?
Yeah, Candy Crush. Candy Crush laptop. It was literally the only thing it could handle. Its CPU. That was the only thing that it could handle. It's like Candy Crush, and even then it lagged. Candy Crush lagged.
It's
But yeah,
ultra
it
settings
was-
too much.
Yeah, I had to turn it down to like 280p. Just to play like fucking Candy Crush.
Oh, shush. It's not shushing.
I guess we must have to kill it.
No!
Anyone off for a kebab?
Oh what?
Back to Korea.
Do you want to put a
Alright.
Saint Bernard on the Barbie?
So should I go into the timeline?
Dog says yes.
He does.
Dogs.
It's kind of like a canonical thing of just the biggest
Conundrum.
punk. And maybe one day we'll do an episode and I'll go back and I'll go into all the little weird shit.
Yeah, but that'll be mostly just you talking.
Which is probably going to be anyway.
Oh.
I'm starting at 1976, which was the date of the first Ramones album, which started a kind of the American punk scene in New York and stuff. And never mind the bollocks, the Sex Pistols album, which started it in London, which
Yeah.
is pretty different to the American one because the UK one was very
Shouty.
fashion based.
Like the
Yeah.
ripped shirt.
Yeah. Safety pins everywhere. Not being
Yeah.
very safe with them.
Yeah, it's like a little runts in it. They just look like little runts. That's what they look like.
Well, because the Ramones were just all in leather jackets, weren't they?
Yeah, jackets and
And like,
jeans
was
and
it
a
like
t-shirt.
long black or like dark hair?
Well, it was like mid-length.
For guys.
Dan, you're forgetting I know like metal people.
Yeah, but they're not metal.
Yeah, but
What?
I'm saying your scale is skewed.
No, because comparing punk guys to like metal guys in terms of hair length.
Yeah, but this wasn't punk yet, was it? This was just the beginning. People were figuring out what they were doing.
They're like the only two parameters you can use. Does he have punk hair or metal hair? You gotta be like somewhere in between. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, I don't have either. It's like, well, what is the point of you being on this planet?
Is that what you say when
What-
you go
what?
to barbers?
Yeah, can I, like, do you want a metal or a punk? And I'll be like, go on, spice it up. Give me, yeah, give me a mod, and he just slaps you. He just cuts you Sweeney Todd style, like fucking slit your neck.
I thought you were gonna say he cuts off your Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. That's what happens if you ask for a beehive.
Oh, Beehive.
Oh, beehive.
Fun story about Sex Pistols. They once asked to write a song about submission. He accidentally wrote a song about
yeah.
submarine mission.
Yeah, you told me that ages ago.
Yeah.
Class.
I mean, you could like a submarine. You could turn it into submission. You could link it as if it's a nuclear submarine, you know. putting a nation under submission?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'm going for those long shots.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like super inspirational to other bands. They started a band called The Damned. Well, then again, The Damned they weren't inspired by the sound of Sex Pistols, they were inspired by the whole punk movement. But The Damned were way faster than the Sex Pistols, which is kind of the important part.
So is this like the Megadeth and Metallica of punk?
See, there's too many connotations when you say that. It makes it sound like one of them got kicked out of Sex Pistols and started their own band.
The pistol
and
set.
the hair size as well. Need to fix that.
Then they started getting metal hair.
Well, that's reportedly. Well, there are two different stories about how John Lydon ended up joining Sex Pistols. One of them is that they were just they went on the street and then they were asking anybody who had short hair, "Can you sing?" Then they ended up getting John Lydon in, and then John Lydon then sang something for them, and then they just laughed at him because he can't sing. But he ended up joining anyway because it was attitude over anything else. And the
That's
other story,
like the Black Flag inauguration of Rollins.
What was this?
You haven't heard how Henry Rollins joined Black Flag?
That he went on stage?
Yeah, he was asked to be on stage and sing.
Yeah. Oh no, but this wasn't like on stage. This was just like an audition kind of thing.
Yeah, but like you said, like they liked his attitude, cause even despite them laughing at him for his singing, and they liked Henry Rollins not for his singing but for his attitude.
Well, no, they didn't dislike Rollins' singing though. That's the issue.
Yeah. But its attitude
And
was
stop
just
skipping ahead. We're not anywhere near. Okay, we're
I'm
near,
hungry.
but we're not
Okay, I'm hungry.
Who cares?
I like food when I'm hungry.
You know what? I don't think you're alone in that. Funnily enough.
Yeah.
Not all food though. It's so interesting.
Ungrateful little
Just
twat.
man meat.
What?
Yeah, I eat myself when I'm hungry. That's what it is basically.
Didn't know you were that flexible.
It's got the classic Marilyn Manson thing, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I do like Attack on Titan. I taste disgusting.
Bet you do. He just sit there eating his hand, by the way.
Yeah, for the non-visual viewers, of which that is every single one of you.
Everyone who isn't me.
Yeah.
Or me.
Callum has a privilege.
I got a POV view of it.
Yeah. So the other story of how John Lydon joined was that Malcolm something, I can't remember his surname, so I'm gonna
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, the manager of Sex Pistols.
Malcolm in the middle.
No, it's Malcolm something, so I'm gonna call him Malcolm McDowell.
No, just call him Malcolm X, you know, the algebraic
No.
X for an unknown.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't know, so it's Malcolm X.
Yeah, there we
It's
go.
either that or it's Martin Luther King, right?
So Malcolm McDowell.
So Martin Luther King.
It was essentially started in. Oh, what's her name? Who was the lady? Vivienne Westwood's shop in London. I can't remember what it was called, but it was essentially like that essentially started the whole punk fashion thing. And so people would start to gather around the shop who were all kind of like-minded people.
Like a second-hand clothes store.
It's not second-hand, it's designer.
It all looks second-hand.
Yeah, well, everyone saw it and then just did it to their own clothes, didn't they? And then, so people, I can't remember who started the band, but Malcolm became the manager like straight away. And then he heard there was a guy they wanted to be the singer who was going to be in the shop sometime that day. And he was called John. So Malcolm just hung around the shop until this guy, and then he got told, when you see him, you'll know, because you'll just feel that kind of attitude and presence on him. So one day John Lydon, not one day, a few hours later, John Lydon shows up, and then Malcolm just forces him to sing into a shower head. And just goes, yeah, that's the guy. He later found out that that wasn't actually the guy. That wasn't the guy that they were talking about. It was actually another John who would go on to be Sid Vicious. Just by chance.
So in the end, it worked out.
Yeah.
You couldn't even write that. It sounds so like ridiculous. It sounds like some like fucking
Narnia.
Crazy.
Punk's tale.
It sounds like Narnia. Yeah. Where's the goat?
This band, The Damned, who were just doing it faster, inspired the second wave of punk, which was kind of the first hardcore bands coming out of America. So that's Misfits, Bad Brains, Black Flag and Dead Kennedys, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, you can talk about any of the stuff I'm saying, because I feel like I've went on a monologue for the last 15 minutes.
I want to know your inside thoughts. Give us a better idea of how insane you are.
Look, a podcast is not the time for allegations.
No, well, all those have even got their own
appointment. Shh. Well, we'll set one up for you if you need it.
So these bands were inspired by like The Damned and an earlier band called the Stooges, who were led by Iggy Pop. They had one album in '69, one album in '70, and another in '73. But it was mostly the last two albums, Funhouse and Raw Power, that were the most influential ones. So these bands just took it faster again, with less of a focus on any ability to play. It was just attitude, and kind of this is when more of a political thing started to come in. So you had bands like Dead Kennedys talking about like writing songs like Police Truck about police brutality.
Every night after the Vietnam War.
Which what?
Do you have a few songs about the Vietnam War?
Maybe, I don't know them. Like
Okay.
there's Kill the Poor, which is about the development of hydrogen bombs. Not hydrogen bombs. It's a type of bombs that I always forget. Neutron bombs. And then how you can use that to kill the people and cause minimal property damage. So you can go on and just sell the property for other people. Holiday in Cambodia, which is about essentially the atrocities happening in Cambodia at the time. And Uber Alles, California, which was all about... What? What's that look for?
Is it California Uber Alles?
Yeah, it is. Which is about a guy called...
I got confused as well because in the chorus it's just like California Uber Alles.
Yeah.
So I didn't... Which one came first?
Who cares?
The egg.
Well, yeah, because lizards lay eggs. So, oh god, that's an awful noise. Stop. So it's about a guy called Jerry Brown, who was the governor of California, who was kind of a hippie guy. So the song's about what if there were Nazis, but they were hippies?
Age-old question.
You've done some extensive research.
Not really, I didn't know this. Like, although, would you like to know? This song was written in like 77, 78. So, do you know who's currently the governor of California?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Same guy?
Nope. Jerry Brown! Again.
Again?
Yeah. Yep. Like 30 years later or whatever, 40 years later. Came back. Oh god, what was that?
What's what?
Oh no, my sound just turned off for a second. Yeah, Bad Brains were also really good. They started in Washington D.C.
You already mentioned why it's called a mosh pit, so you don't have to go into that.
I don't think I did. I don't think I
You
did
have.
mention this
Not in this
in
podcast.
conversation.
No, you know you've mentioned it on the podcast.
Well, let's keep it cohesive. Bad Brains supposedly invented the term moshing, where he actually said mashing, but because he had such a thick Jamaican accent, which was from them just staying in a house for a bunch of months listening to reggae. They weren't actually Jamaican. Because he had such a thick
Say
accent,
that.
it came out as moshing. So moshing was born. And Iggy Pop from the Stooges invented stage diving, and crowd surfing even, which is always fun. But yeah, Bad Brains started in DC, released an album called Banned in DC. Do you know why?
Because they're banned in DC.
Because they were banned from all the clubs in DC. Then they had to move to New York, and that kick-started like the New York scene. Because there was kind of something, but there was no like big bands. And then
Yeah.
Bad Brains were kind of known already. And then
Yeah,
that started
so
like
was like-
the Beastie Boys. Because they started out as a punk band.
Yeah.
It's pretty good actually. So 78, Sex Pistols break up. Sid Vicious would soon die afterwards, after allegedly killing his girlfriend Nancy something. What was it? Do you know her
Nancy.
name? What? What?
Nancy Drew.
No,
Oh.
no, I can't think what it is. But yeah, he supposedly killed her while being very high. And then he died soon after. That was in the very beginning of '79, though. So
Oh, is
it was
Nancy Sprungen?
Oh, that's why I didn't remember what that was.
Nancy
It's always
Spungen?
referred to as Sid and Nancy, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after the Sex Pistols broke up, this is basically occasionally referred to as the first time that punk died. First of about 50.
Yeah.
It's like the Phoenix.
Kind of. But like really
Ups and
ragged
downs.
and noisy. So 84 to 86 was a new wave of kind of poppier punk bands coming out of America, like NoFX and The Offspring. If you know either of those.
Yeah, The Offspring,
started in the
everyone knows.
80s?
Yeah. Oh, you can see it in his face, come on.
I didn't
His
see his
face is
face.
made of plaster. I really don't like The Offspring.
They had one decent song.
No, they didn't. What was it?
Can't remember the name. You're gonna go fuck it, I think it was. That was okay.
The one where they blatantly rip off Obli Dee Obli Da.
Oh, I don't know.
No, that's You Got a Job. Why don't you get a job? innit?
Yeah, I thought that was the same one.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. It's such a.
Obli
It's
Dee
like the
Obli
most.
Da, the
That
most.
sounds
Yeah.
somewhat familiar.
Yeah.
It's like it's the most like boneheaded song ever, isn't it?
Kind
It's
of,
like
yeah.
mindless. It's like a fucking mindless song, but like not even like a
It's
good
just
mindless
his
song.
voice to me.
Yeah. Blah, blah,
It's so dull.
blah, blah.
Pitch perfect impression there. 1988, important record label Epitaph Records started.
You're gonna put the
Still going.
Fucking hell, Tom.
oh.
That was very loud.
Ooh.
In '89, Green Day started. See what I mean about they're not remotely a current band? And that was the beginning of kind of pop punk that you'd think of now, like
Yeah,
Green Day and Blink
Would you
182.
consider Green Day to sort of like lead pop punk?
Kind of. It was like Green Day and Blink 182.
Yeah, Blink 182 shit.
They're about equal.
No, Green Day is good. Was good. Blink-182 is just shit.
They have a good riff. The one good riff.
Did you say they started in '89?
Yeah, around then.
My maths
Green Day started in
Can you
89.
tell me how long ago that was?
29 years ago.
There you go, I couldn't be bothered doing it myself. And they have one good riff?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Well, it's a
That's
better
pretty
riff
cute.
than a Green Day riff, though. Wait, it's more intricate. More melodic.
Yeah, but Green Day's guitarist didn't do much on the guitar a lot of the time.
The guitarist didn't do much on the guitar. That pretty much sums up the whole band. Doesn't it? He didn't do much on any of their respective instruments, to be honest. Billy Joel didn't do much for the vocal community, really. You know what I mean?
Well, he just shout a lot and get mad.
And the drummer just kind of he drummed a bit, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
he did that
Hit some
sometimes.
things.
He'd walk off and dye his hair again.
Yeah.
Pretend to be crazy.
Mark Hummus, whatever his name is.
Mike.
Mark Hummus.
Is it Mark Hummus? Is that his name?
No, Mike. I forget his real name. Because for some reason they just changed his surname for some reason.
Mark, dip your carrot in this fucking...
Mike, not Mark.
Is it Mike Hummus?
It's Mark Hummus.
It's Mark
I mean,
Hummus,
it's clearly not, but
isn't
it is
it?
now.
It is Mark Hummus. I always thought it was Mark Hummus, and I was about to... What's his name?
It's Mark Hoppus.
Mike.
Hoppus, yeah. Hummus.
Mike.
Hummus, no.
So we're talking about Blink.
I wasn't following.
You couldn't make the jump between hummus and hoppus.
No.
Hummus, yes, this clearly must mean durned.
I just thought Tom didn't know. Because I know Tom doesn't like them.
Tom
Well, I
doesn't
know
like
Mark-
anything.
I know who Mark Hoppus is, and he's a big old fod. I don't like him.
Because he's around the internet sometimes.
Yeah, if you're on the internet, you must be a fucking idiot.
Clearly.
So you
Yeah.
go through the internet.
And all I know is he
Oh,
had a
okay.
talk show. He did a talk show once, didn't he? And it fucking beady eye were on it, and it was so bad.
Yeah.
And it's just him talking to like Liam Gallagher, and I was like, this is two worlds that I never wanted to meet ever. Please make
Yeah,
it
but
stop.
like deep down you did kind of want it to happen though.
Well, yeah, only because I knew previously that Liam Gallagher had said that Green Day are just like 40-year-old drag queens. So
Yeah, well,
I was just kind of,
Blink isn't
I'm like-
Green Day.
well, let's hope.
Gladly.
Yeah, well, you know, both equally as shit. I don't really like them.
Sure. So in the early 90s there was the Riot Girl movement. With bands like Bikini Kill and Huggy Bear. It was essentially them trying to break into a male-dominated scene. It started with like female zines. You know, like a kind of like a DIY magazine kind of thing.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Usually to do with the scene. We have a local one called Beto Lito.
Yeah, I know that.
Are you trying to get this podcast in there one day?
We might get an album in it. That makes sense. So
Mabido.
that moved into kind of female-fronted punk, which kind of gave her new, fresh perspective. Hit songs like "I Like Fucking" and and "Rebel Girl."
I can imagine that on the, you know, now this is, you know...
No, that's
Like it
Rebel
now.
Fucking.
I like fucking... Just straight,
is
no
it?
nonsense.
Well, you know Steve Albini, the producer.
Rings a bell, what's he produced?
Scream Females, Nirvana, some Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
His band's called Big Black, and they
Hmm.
had an album called Songs About Fucking.
I think you told me about that. Oh, yeah.
It's fun album name. Also in the early to mid 90s, you had grunge, which is kind of offset of punk sometimes-ish.
Mm.
It has
Define like.
traces of it, but I wouldn't say it's a...
Stuff like Nirvana's super punk, but like Soundgarden maybe not so. Like it goes both ways. Grunge was a weird
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, 'cause Nirvana is very in your face at times.
Yeah, usually, really.
Usually.
And also pop punk blew up. Getting like platinum records. So like Green Day would get huge. Have you ever had your Green Day go huge?
All the time, it is right now.
So that's as far as my timeline goes. What was your favourite part?
The bit where you stop just then.
So good.
Do we have to remember which part was the most interesting? Because I didn't.
Yeah, sure, let's do a quiz. What year was Epitaph Records founded?
89.
No.
78.
No, 88.
Oh, I was nearly there. I knew
What
it
year did the
ended.
Sex Pistols break up?
78.
Tom?
79.
78.
Fuck off.
Pretty good at this.
What year did Ramones' first album come out?
74.
Tom?
Yeah, that.
Nope, 76.
Uh,
I'm pretty okay at this.
What year did... You got that wrong, you cocky bastard.
Yeah, that's why I went down from good to okay.
What year did Nevermind the Bollocks come out?
76.
70. 77?
76?
Uh,
What was Malcolm Not McDowell's band that he managed before the Sex Pistols?
ABBA.
Dan?
I don't remember.
Tom got it right. It was... No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was the New York Dolls. What year did the New York Dolls start?
73.
72.
71.
70.
You only got that because we guessed 73 and 72.
What year did Green Day start?
89.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that year.
And that's it. Everybody gets a very, very light pass.
Yeah.
What year did Sid Vicious die?
79. 79.
Correct.
Hell yeah.
So Tom, what have you been listening to?
Recently.
We're zooming
Bottomless
right
pit.
through this episode.
What?
We're zooming right through this episode. It's because of all the amphetamines.
Do you want me to talk a little bit about...
In time.
Okay.
I listened to Bottomless
Oh, okay.
Pit loads for some reason.
Mmm. What's your favourite song?
Probably Spikes is my favourite song, probably at the moment.
Ooh.
Just because it's fucking crazy, and I just love it.
Mine's Bottomless
Uh,
Pit. Followed
the song.
by Air.
Yeah. Just that album, pretty much. It's just cool. I love it. What else? Basically, I believe I've had Bottomless Pit and just a load of Michael Jackson. I've been mashing them together. For some reason, that works. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've listened to. Done some. What the hell is that?
It's the demons coming for me. I don't know.
Head trimmer.
The hell?
That's true.
Oh right,
For
fuck
some
me.
reason. Because that was going last week.
I thought someone was fucking behind me or something. I was like, shit myself.
Watched The Shining recently.
Here is Hedgie. But
How Sonic changed.
gotta go fast.
Oh no.
I could hear that through Callum's headset. Like, I don't know why, but it went through Callum's headset, but not mine. Do Just a higher note, like a higher pitch.
It's probably because mine have like an actual frequency range.
Wow, you just got ditched. You got bed on. Hell.
Yes, against my cheap headset.
I also bought In Rainbows on vinyl for like 15 quid, which was a good
Which
find.
one vinyl?
Mm.
Which on vinyl?
In Rainbows.
Oh, right. Does it have disc 2?
No. Disc 2 doesn't even exist anymore. You only get, you have to buy it in like a special limited edition pack, and the whole thing's like 70 quid.
It's on
So I
iTunes
couldn't-
as well.
Yeah, I've listened to it, but I'm not getting it on vinyl. I don't care. I don't care for it that much.
Does iTunes have like the higher quality music files?
FLAC? Nah.
Mm.
You can get it from Bandcamp.
Yeah.
I can't think where else.
I was listening to an album on Spotify the other day, and it was just like, oh, the sound quality on the free version is just that bad.
Yeah.
Like, I never noticed it before because I never listened to it before. But now that I can hear
it is pretty bad.
it's so bad, and it makes listening to an album that isn't like released anywhere else so much so much more difficult to properly critique it or give my opinion on it. So I was just wondering, because like I know a bit about files but not sounds, like how they integrate with files.
Well, the files are just too big, especially like streaming and things. Like you couldn't stream a FLAC, you know what I mean? Unless you wanted to use like half your data, you know what I mean? Like,
On live, if you remember that service, you could stream video games.
Fancy.
I remember playing Battle Los Angeles on my shitty old laptop that couldn't even run Minecraft properly.
Dan's more of a Roblox kind of man anyway.
Not really.
Roblox on Mac, if that isn't like retardation at its highest. I'm gonna play some Roblox now, see you in a bit.
It's you can get it. It's got an app, you know.
Oh god, no.
You only got
Please
the tycoon ones. I remember those tycoon levels.
There's gonna be like a Roblox movie soon, isn't there? Probably. Let's be honest. Angry Birds have got one.
Minecraft film's coming next year.
We had
Roblox film 2020.
We had Pixels
For president.
even though they don't know the difference between pixels and voxels, but you know.
Oh, what fucking... They must not have a life.
It's a simple Google search. Lack of
Yeah, but nobody
attention
knows
to a product.
Nobody knows what the hell they're gonna see. Like half the people are like, what the fuck does that mean? And they'll just see Adam Sandler and they'll be completely put off, but it was the pixels that sold the film.
That's why people didn't like the Warcraft movie, because no one knows what goes on in Warcraft unless you know about Warcraft.
Which means it was a dodgy film then.
No, it just didn't. It got more hate than it should have.
No, a film should not require you to have played a game before you watch the film. It makes it
But
a
it
bad
doesn't-
film.
It's like that with books
It
and
doesn't
things
have-
like that. It's like books where they just assume things like, you know, it's...
No, like there's extras in it, like references which sort of flesh out, like the certain areas, like the Mage Tower sort of place. See, I'm not big into Warcraft, but I know that like that's a place, and there's I forget the name, but the weird people in it, the like the Magic Council sort of thing.
It's racist.
No, they're weird. Anyway, yeah, music.
The singer from Cannibal Corpse plays WoW. The big guy from The Chase plays WoW.
Does he?
Yeah. He mentioned
Michael
it in an
McIntyre?
episode the
That
other
one?
day. Yeah. The man that absorbed Michael McIntyre, yeah.
Had the absorbable off.
Oh.
If you're not careful, I'll absorb you.
The episode was written by a child, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. It's
That's
like
why
a
it's so
blue
awful.
pizza fucking thing. No, it's amazing. It's the best. What you're talking about?
It's not.
It's so good. It's so funny.
David Tennant's
I'll-
best.
I'll eat you. I'll eat you all up. I'm Peter Kay, alright?
I was going to say, that's just Peter Kay backstage. That wasn't actually a line.
I'll swallow your kids. Oh no, your face.
This with files.
Your face is on me rib.
Tom, what have you been listening to?
ASMR Absorbaloff. Oh, I'll make your face pop out me genitals. Oh.
I found the best video.
What was it?
It's 10 hours of Jeff Goldblum purring. It's all you need.
Amazing.
I've been listening to Swans a little bit. I've been listening to Sham 69 a little bit. I've started playing Call of Duty again. Because my telly was broke. So I needed something to do.
Are you telly broke with just the sound that broke?
Yeah, just the sound.
Just adding some... You can't really play COD without visuals. Like, you can try.
Flashbangs have no effect on me.
Neither do crosshairs. Just anything in general. Because you can't see them. It's neither a distraction. It's neither a positive or a negative.
I guess. It does make that annoying noise still.
What the fuck was that? Was that a fucking Glock?
No, it's me grabbing a pencil.
It sounded like you were fucking reloading.
Maybe I am. Oh man, Dan's moving out, so I'm gonna have to like keep stalling for a little bit.
What's he doing?
Tom, what do you feel about religions, abortion, and politics?
Keep it under the table.
I think babies should just be killed instantly.
I think babies should be at random automatically appointed into politics and important places of religion.
Oh yeah, so like some little upstart from Chiswick can be like the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
And everyone will just bow down to him and it would just be like, ah! And I'll have to like change his diapers and shit.
Well, to be fair, maybe that might kind of actually be how it works. Because the Dalai Lama is like the reincarnation of whatever.
Yeah. The reincarnation of whatever.
It's reincarnation of the last Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama's alright, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a nice man.
Not many people are named after llamas and still alright, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
That fella,
That's
got it going on.
That's what Stacey's mum.
I was trying to remember what song that was. Sorry, Jesus, you're just not the girl for me. I'm in love with Dalai Lama.
Border has got it going on.
Okay, you've got to pitch me a comic series or manga series about, but the main character's got to be Buddha.
Of course. What about that comic arc where fucking Norman Osborn like shags fucking Gwen Stacy?
How do you know about that?
I've been researching comics for some reason without actually reading any comics.
That's what I did before I could afford comics.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just like reading about them.
Or something?
What have I been watching? I watched loads of What Culture fucking comics for ages.
The comic pop's real good. It's essentially like one guy talking to two other guys. The one guy knows a load about comics and has been reading them for like 30 odd years. The other two like know nothing, so he just like explains a comic story to them. But it's real good, and they have an episode on that story.
Yeah, well, I remember reading loads of them when I was little. You mean like Spider-Man? I used to have like nearly every single one, like when they were around at that time.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, I'll see what's going on. There's some like really cool things. I did watch. I watched like the '90s fucking Spider-Man movies, like the Venom one and the Hobgoblin one, where Mark Hamill's in it.
Oh,
I watched
the animated ones.
Yeah. I was watching them for just nostalgia. You know what I mean?
I thought you were
It's
going to
really
say you
cool.
somehow watched the James Cameron one.
They
wasn't
they
made.
barely exist.
There's a script treatment for it.
Yeah, it
Which
was
is
like
just insane. At one point,
Yeah.
Spider-Man calls, I think it's Electro, a motherfucker.
I should do.
The villains are Electro and Sandman. Electro gets his powers because he's running past a modern art sculpture. Then the lightning hits the modern art sculpture, and then it gives him lightning powers.
What the fuck?
This was done by James Cameron.
From the man who
Spider-Man was
brought you the
gonna be
highest
Leonardo.
grossing fucking thing.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio was supposed to be Spider-Man.
Why? What? I feel like that's another planet. I feel like that could never happen on this Earth.
At one point he like wakes up in bed and he's like white stuff all over him and it's like web and it's like, oh god, no. Why did you have to write that in?
No, I watched The Killing Joke as well, which is weird.
Oh, the animated one?
Yeah.
Where like the first half has nothing to do with Killing Joke and then the second half is
Yeah.
Killing Joke.
It was just fucking, the fucking catwalk Batgirl rather, fucking, it's just there for like the fucking 45 to an hour, and it's just like,
That should never have
and then
happened.
I was like, what am I watching? Like, it was one of those instances where it's like, I want to put actual porn on if someone walks in, just because it's easy to explain. You know what I mean? I was like, are you watching like weird fucking comic? You're watching like anime? Like, I was like,
Batman hentai.
yeah, bat
Man has
hentai.
returned. literally just returned on the line. Batman hentai.
No, but the second half was actually, I quite like it.
Wait,
Yeah, because that's the actual
give me
comic.
context. Please
That's the
give me
actual comic.
context.
Yeah, I know.
Tom
Yeah.
Because all I heard was Batman
Tom-
hentai. I actually quite like the second
Tom watched
bit.
the animated film to Batman Killing Joke, but like the first half has nothing to do with the comic Killing Joke, and then the second half is like a shot-for-shot remake of Killing Joke.
I just think the last bit is so cool, like, where he's telling the joke and he laughs.
Yeah,
Because I think everyone knows that, like, that's just such a cool concept. You know what I mean?
such a
Just
great
him
joke
laughing.
as well.
Yeah, so cool.
So Dan, what have you been listening to?
Well, give me a minute to breathe.
No.
I listened to the newer Perfect Circle album. And
Oh, yeah. Star Wars
Yeah.
was fun for that.
it's not great at all. I think Maynard has kind of...
Dropped off, perhaps.
No,
He's too busy with his wine.
A little bit, but he's turned into that sort of get off your phones and
Oh, just old man.
yeah, like in
Damn
Disillusions.
Kids with their technology, as I pummeled Prog Rock down the neck.
How dare they use iTunes to download albums?
No,
Come and see us in this remote.
No,
Come and
like,
see us
you
in this
can
remote
buy-
cave in Iceland.
You can buy a Perfect Circle off iTunes.
Oh yeah, but not Tool.
Yeah, I mean that's just inconvenient now. It's not like he's trying to say something. It's just inconvenient. Give me a digital.
really is.
version.
Same with King Crimson though. It's like that's not on Spotify or anywhere.
Isn't it?
No, I think so.
That's what Prince used to be like as well.
Until you realise that was most of his market.
No, until he died.
Or did he keep it up? No, I just mean in general for anyone like that.
What do you mean?
Like,
No, Prince wouldn't let his stuff be on YouTube or Spotify or anything. And then he died and the estate allowed it.
Well,
It was the same with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift did exactly the same thing. Even she doesn't want to be on Spotify and things like that. It's probably one of the few things that I actually agree with her with, because she was standing up for smaller artists and things like that, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool of her to do that.
Well, it's just made it as you said last episode. He's like the vocals, are quite good. Was like Atomic Pageantry that you liked?
I just liked that line. Yeah, that was all I liked about it.
His vocals do stand up, keep up a high standard throughout most of the album, but they sort of drown all the guitar and the piano just into a mush of just, I don't know what they're trying to sound like.
Pop.
Imagine Dragons.
It does go.
That's everyone's aim. That's everyone's aim. I'm trying to sound like Imagine Dragons. That's like the peak.
I got confused and I'm just trying to imagine some dragons, but I'm on my way there. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, I just had a really sudden realisation and I hate it.
What
is this?
I think Imagine Dragons might be named after Discworld. That's so upsetting. Because there's a bit where like they go to this place where if you can imagine something, like it'll happen. And then there's only one of them that can like believes in dragons, so he imagines a dragon and that saves them.
So you're hoping it's a coincidence?
I really hope so.
I'm gonna look
This
up.
world's so much better than them.
I'm gonna look up.
Even if it's a coincidence,
Imagine
start rumours that it's
Dragons get their name.
And then say something about fish.
Different book.
I know.
What was the other thing that stole something that I liked?
Oh right, okay.
Week
So
before
the
or
monitor.
something.
Okay, I've got it. I've got the answer.
Okay, go.
The moniker Imagine Dragons is actually an anagram made from the letters of different words. The band have made it a point of keeping the original words secret. So it's
What a
nothing to do with
wanky answer.
your theory.
That's so wanky.
How has this made you feel worse? Just like, oh, it's not the thing I didn't want.
'Cause I'm just full of bitterness.
What is the religion of Imagine Dragons? And guess what religion they are?
Buddhist.
Mormon, because they're that fucking shit. They're that fucking boring that even their religion is boring. I'd rather they would have had
For
these
any
to me.
Mormons listening, you do you.
We're fine with Mormons. Tom is just Tom.
The second
Only
one
two
from
things I
where
hate in this world: people who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch.
there's, in the Google suggestions, it's where are Imagine Dragons from, and then where are my dragons? Where?
Click on that. Where my dragons?
Where are my dragons? And then where are bearded dragons come from? And then where am I? Where am I? Why would you type
Where
it?
am I?
That's a sequel to Who Am I?
It's a very physics-based film. You can know who you are or where you are, but you can't know both.
Well, you can
Where
only,
are
only see one film in that series.
Yeah.
One of them is.
Well, no,
Where
you can
are
watch
you-
two, but you forget the other one.
Where
Sounds
are
like
your
some Japanese
Why is that a
teenage
thing?
horror film?
That's what I'm about. That's all I am.
The world ends with you.
I am Japanese teenage horror. That's my new band name, Teenage Horror. Copyright.
Why
Copyrighted.
are we here? Why are my nipples sore?
Go on, just ask Google like the world's most philosophical questions that man's just been struggled with for the last like several thousand years. Where do I go when I die?
If
Siri.
we breathe, if we breathe trees, do trees breathe us? Let's
Yes.
see what Google says.
That is correct. Technically, I mean, it's a weird way, wouldn't it? But generally,
It's just taken me to Quora, and I'd rather die than go on that website.
Is that a bad journalist thing?
Yeah.
is it the BuzzFeed of religions?
No, it'll be the Polygon of journalism.
Polygon's the BuzzFeed of gaming journalism.
Yeah, it's cringe. But fucking cringe. Everything's just bad. If we were vampires...
What's BuzzFeed the BuzzFeed of?
The filth fish or everything.
Cancer. It's actual cancer. It gives
Sorry, if we
people...
were vampires, what? I like vampires.
It just said if we are vampires. Yeah, and that was the that was it.
Honestly, that just sounds like another indie band.
Yeah, it just sounds If we were vampires, and all 13-year-old girls would be wanking off them.
I question the biology there, but I mean, I'll just leave it.
Which means that's about right. Teenage girls can masturbate too, Dan. Women's can enjoy orgasms.
Orgasms.
Women's can enjoy orgasms.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more progressive, ever. Danielle.
Biology there. Did you accidentally say organism and organism?
Yeah, I just saw.
But he just combined them. He didn't even. He wasn't wrong, Dan. That's what you're not getting. That's what he's not getting across. He wasn't wrong. He was just. He just wanted to make a comparison. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
He said they're an organism, and he wanted an orgasm, so it's an organism.
I'm sorry, I'm not very good at biology.
We know, Dan. You barely function as a human, so you know.
Thanks for the wake-up call.
Poor Dan.
Poor Dan.
Poor Dan, who still hasn't answered my question.
What question?
Dan, what have you been listening to?
Who's the ones that derailed it?
Oh yeah, Flack Boy.
My slideshow?
He's like a rapper, that.
Yes.
Um,
Flack Boy. Lil Flack.
yes, the
Yeah, there's JPEG Mafia, and then there's Flack Mob. Flack Mob sounds pretty cool to talk about.
It actually does. I think it's because it sounds like Flash Mob though.
Yeah, cool.
So Dan, what have you been listening to?
So the Perfect Circle album, it's disillusioned back under the angry dad at technology. It's like put down the silicon obsession.
Like the sibilance of that.
Disillusioned isn't so bad because at least if you listen to it when it came out, it was released as like a single for the album, so you didn't get the context of the whole album, which is kind of
is Eat the Dolphins.
You really don't
Eat
like
the
that
Elephant, sorry.
song. Oh,
Eat the dolphin.
Eat the
I
Elephant,
must find the whale.
the title song, the album track song, whatever it's called, because there's the album.
No, I'm just talking about the album.
Oh god.
Because I just have a list and 3 of them are just boring, slow and uneventful. Those were the...
Welcome to my love life. Got him.
it's got
Fucking
to exist to be
roasted.
welcomed into.
Got him.
Anyway,
Got him.
so like half of the album is just this basically sounds so similar, and songs like Eat the Elephant, Contrarian, the other ones, I need my list.
The other ones.
The other ones.
Get the Lead Out. They tried to be a bit more, not experimental, but a bit more interesting with that one, and it didn't work at all. Like it all just feels like a build up in between 2 sets of like sort of 2 slow like just slow bits in between 2 more explosive, I don't know.
It's a very confusing sandwich, Dan.
Yes. But it's a build up, and it's build up to nothing.
Yeah.
And there's a few songs like Doomed which it works, because they kind of keep it going, especially with the vocals and the more rhythmic guitars. But I really liked Hourglass. You didn't like it when you heard it earlier.
No.
What was your adjective for it?
Late 90s runoff.
I liked it because it kind of had a weird groove. It was very weird.
No, it just sounds like the music that could have been playing at the opening of Blade or something. Like, Tom, if I said late 90s runoff, would you know what I meant? Describing music.
Do you mean like what genre? Like the alt rocky kind of thing?
Like the alternative metal kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just like kind of bad industrial metal.
Well,
yeah. What kind of bands would you?
Like really bad Nine Inch Nails.
Like really angsty-ish kind of shit, and it's just like. Ugh.
No, just like really generic
gritty
kind
things.
of clubbish beat with like some just boring metal-y bits.
Yeah, I know what you mean now.
they have way too much piano on this album as well.
Piano is
Well, that's
a nice
because
instrument,
things like that tend to sound exactly the same anyway. Like once you've heard one of those songs, it pretty much sounds exactly the same anyway.
Would you expect like a more classical sounding piano in this? More of like a heavy undertone of it with it?
Well, there's a bunch of synth in it. Just generally, and
Yeah.
whatever this band's called.
Perfect Circle.
Not cool.
Not Pucifer.
Which were better than this?
What?
I think Pucifer were better than this.
I haven't heard any Pucifer.
They're alright.
I mean, it's not Tool. I want to Tool album.
You know what's more Tool than this album?
Savannah?
The next Death Griff album.
It is 10 out of 10
Because it exists.
because it's got Tool in it.
Yeah, it's got the bassist. Chambers, something Chambers. Jonathan Chambers.
Justin Chancellor.
Yeah, that's it. I'd say that's close enough.
Only a few words off.
Yeah.
2, to be precise.
Yeah.
In the 2-word name.
But I was only 2 away. That's not bad.
We found our resident narcissist.
And who would that be?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yes.
Of course it's me. Everything's me. So Dan, what have you been listening to?
I'm pretty sure I've heard this question like about 4
You're not
times.
done.
A perfect. That's the only new thing.
You know you're not done, Dan.
Okay.
Have you ever been on this
CLC.
You know.
podcast?
You know you're not done. I know you're not. You bet. I know you know that I know.
More K-pop.
That's not a surprise.
It was like 4 a.m.
More K-pop. Okay, I give in.
Excuses. Don't you have like important assignments that you in?
No, that's all done.
Alright.
There were a few books left, but you know.
Break out the raid.
The rain.
As in the Ray technology.
No, I was in the raid, the bug spray. It's a joke
Oh.
about bug spray.
As in.
So Dan,
Not the awful game.
just give me what I want, Dan.
What, you
Just
want
stop
the
being
K-dramas?
awkward. Yes.
One called Evergreen finished. And it was.
Was that name Violet?
No.
Violet Evergreen, that's the...
Oh, the anime.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So did I a bit.
Good anime. Nice art style, but like boring story.
It's an emotional story, Dan. It's
Boring
a deep story. No, Dan, shut up. You don't appreciate art. So Dan, your K-dramas that you enjoy?
Evergreen finished without really an ending. because
It's okay, I don't think it ever began either.
it's the problem that was the most prominent thing in the story.
Is that people watch it?
No, is that she was gonna die. They haven't solved that problem and they've ended it.
That's perfectly reasonable.
No, in the context of the show. The way it works is the main character has inherited this thing where he can see people's feelings.
Yes, the aura guy. Yes.
Yeah. If he's cursed, where he will, it's like the curse is supposed to make him, anyone who inherits this ability, to watch their loved one die. But the loved one only starts to die when they take in this type of pollen.
Well, I'd be fucked.
That's exactly where it gets done. Yes.
Yes. She already, because the pollen was in a coffee, and she'd already drank the coffee with the pollen before they fell in.
What the fuck is
She
going
was
on?
supposed to drink the one with the rehypnol in.
I feel like I've zoned out, and then suddenly this is happening. Like, how do people come up with a story like this? Like, she's walking down the park, and then a dog jump, and she's
I could get
and
as
she's
far
got-
as everything before pollen.
yeah. But
Pollen's
it's just
where I dropped off.
it just sounds like a kid though. It's like this happened, and then the world exploded, and then we all died, and then now pollen's the currency, and that's all we can use.
We have developed communism
please
under
finish?
pollen.
I want to get my part of work.
It's our pollen.
It's my political policy.
Oh, okay, now.
Capitalism.
No. So she finished.
So yeah, but
No. So she consumed the pollen, and they fell in love, and then she started getting sick. Like,
Hope it wasn't this
God, woman.
poison pollen.
okay.
so what they decided to do was forget about each other. So they fell out of love, and then the pollen's effect, the tree's effects would wear off. He drinks something. It's never explained what he drinks. You can only assume. He drinks
The
something.
rehypnol
Pollen.
tea that
He
she was
goes off to
supposed to drink, but she
No.
drank the pollen one.
He goes to Germany for 3 years. He comes back, and then he doesn't remember anything that happened.
Fuck off.
So I'm assuming that drink was for him to forget.
What?
Yeah, he just forgot about the love of his life because he went to Germany for 3 years.
No, he drank something, then went to Germany.
You don't know what he did in Germany, Callum. You don't know what
He was going to
did.
go to Germany to
You don't
make
know the
a
fun
letter,
time he
then
had.
he drank something. It's not explain why he drank.
Oh, there's drunken nights out that last 3 years and you just accidentally go to Germany,
But-
yeah.
No, the thing is, like, the tree was going to kill the girl.
Alright, so these powers were given to him by a tree.
Yes. There's a story behind what happened to the tree as well.
Oh,
why
of course
the
there
tree
is.
exists, if you want to know.
Honestly, I'd put this below the film Deathbed, the Bed That Eats. Which
Well,
I'm pretty
sounds funny.
sure you can guess is not a particularly good film.
What do you mean, Callum?
I gave this a fairly low rating myself. But,
Still sat through 16 hours of it,
well,
but didn't enjoy any of those 16 hours.
He's just a connoisseur, Callum. He's doing it for art. You know what I mean? Doing it
I
because
do it so you don't have to.
he's doing a public service.
That
Like, we
is
should be
not
paying
critic.
taxes to this man. It's like, we don't have to watch it. He's suffered, so we don't have to. He's literally Jesus.
It's awful. And they meet again after these 3 years. Problem is, the main problem is that they broke up because she was gonna die, because they were together. Because that's how the tree works. The tree kills the love of whoever is cursed. It's a magic tree
That's how
that
the
was
tree
spawned
works.
through the power of love.
There are so many great quotes from this episode. That's how the tree works.
So when he gets back, they meet again. He's forgotten all about her. Like he's been told little bits, like search out for a girl named So Yuri. That's their name. And the ending is them meeting on a beach, which they met previously. Just
Oh no, it's Dunkirk.
And that's not what happened. I didn't see that film. What happened?
And when Dan tried to be funny.
No, you kind of forget what happens naturally.
Well, I did remember, but then I went to Germany for 3 years.
Oh, you took a black drink and didn't explain what it was to the viewers. Yeah, and the
viewing
them,
public.
The ending is just them walking off. The tree is still a problem. At least I think it is. It doesn't say if it's not.
Oh, it's not bookended because they want a sequel.
I'll watch it. Oh.
Of course you will. You're a filthy degenerate, Daniel.
You'd watch, like, you know, Paint Dry if it was called, like, Korean Red, you know what I mean? If it, you know, if it was like called like the Korean Peninsula Yellow, you'd fucking watch it, you know what I mean? You'd be like, wow, get some culture down here. Western tards, right? I'm watching some K-dramas, boy.
Which K-pop idol isn't it? Who's the painter?
The best girl. It's always best girl.
I have a best girl now. She's not even Korean.
Well, Dan, nobody thought your hand was Korean.
He's not very nice, is he, Tom?
I'm lovely.
No, you're narcissistic.
I'm not a narcissist.
You just said you were lovely. That's what others
Because
decide.
I am lovely. I'm a realist, Dan.
That's something a narcissist would say.
A narcissist.
I'm not a narcissist.
No.
Shut up and get out of my presence, knave.
No. Callum's nice when he's
Not
70 miles away.
Not like 3.5 inches.
It's probably slightly further than that. Depends where you're measuring from.
I'm sorry, I'm not a perfect sight measure.
Okay, everyone.
Should be.
Tell me you're cutting out a bit.
Oh.
This is derailed so much.
A
I'm not being off. What? Why are you stating the length of your piece? Why would you do that on a live broadcast? Advertise with your 3.5 inches. Oh well, that's life, I guess.
Oh my god, Tom! How many times have you said that for that to actually make sense to us? Like, you cut out like through most of that, and we can still get a general grasp of what you were saying.
That's the wrong turn of phrase.
Did you just hear me say penis?
Did you see that meme where it's talking about like Tolkien and how he's like developed a whole language for stuff, and then also at the same time just goes, well, it's a tree, he's got a beard, let's call him Treebeard.
No,
translation.
Nah, he just shows up and is like, I'm Treebeard.
What? No, but like English names don't really have a meaning. Like Callum isn't like a word in the language; it's sort of just a name.
It means peace, but okay. Get fucked, son.
Yeah, but it's
like
not part of the English language.
It's part of the Irish language.
Not English. But like other
Filthy
countries,
colonizer.
you British colonising everything.
Says you. What the hell does that mean? What are you?
Said that.
What?
Where am I?
Says who? Says what?
Says me.
What? Me? To me. A very happy on birthday
What,
to me.
Donkey.
Channel.
And you.
So Dan,
What?
your other K-drama.
What's
Great Seducer.
Great Seducer. He's an okay
Rape Seducer?
They didn't
What?
get back together for the 4th time. They did have a date though.
It's like halfway.
But now she knows that it was all like it was a setup from the start. Like he was set up to seduce her and like use her to get.
Well,
her
to be fair, his name is the Great Seducer.
I mean, that's not his name. He's not actually introduced as that in the show.
Hi, I'm the Great Seducer.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Freeze frame, record scratch. Well, what the fuck was that? Fuck off.
There was like very little delay there.
What's going on?
Callum started saying,
What was that? What was that?
Callum-
That was an involuntary reaction.
I'm all the way over here now because that's scary.
Oh. Was it?
What?
No? Okay.
What is that?
It's damn
Please.
prick.
It was my fork. I didn't realise.
Hello?
You're so
Forking
professional.
himself.
Is it safe to come back?
I'll beat you.
Yes.
Tom isn't here to stop me.
He was never here.
All I heard was Callum say beat you.
No, you didn't.
He wants to be
I-
Just Dance.
Am I imagining things?
Yes.
You know the British Just Dance champion is a 14-year-old boy.
Why is that surprising?
What? I keep hearing. He's eating. Oh my shit!
You're
That
like
hurt.
a rational person.
All I can hear is Dan going.
So yeah, the Inner Circle album overall wasn't that great. I recommend like a few songs.
I recommend nothing.
Hourglass, Doom, Talk Talk.
I recommend Bolster
Feathers.
Breakout by Sham69.
Daydreaming, Choose Me, Dice by Bandmade.
So that's it.
Ugh.
That's all that happened in
Why?
The Great Seducer. You're like, hey, my boyfriend, Great Seducer, who is not my boyfriend, but is also half my boyfriend at least, was actually a seducer this whole time.
That's
Wow,
the
what
cliffhanger.
a twist!
I think next week will be the final week.
Hopefully. We can only dream.
I mean, considering it's like there's like standards for like episodes.
The series episodes is currently happening. That's very good. For
That's
episode
not the
4.
Episodes is cool.
What?
Episodes is cool.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
I know that Jim Carrey's in like a crime thing or something.
Yes,
this shit.
he's made a detective film.
Yeah.
Dark Crimes.
Yeah. Don't know. It might be alright. I know he can act, like properly act, so
Yeah.
it might be interesting.
Even if he's just like horrific in method.
Oh well, what can you do? I'll leave that one film where you think, look, but that's about it.
Perhaps. Imagine if he just had to live like Lloyd in Dumb and Dumber the whole time he was shooting Dumb and Dumber.
Imagine being Ace Ventura. I just want that anyway. I just want to be.
I
I just
assume
want
that was more or less him.
basically,
Just,
yeah.
turned up a bit.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Silly,
Same with the mask, I guess.
silly shirt.
Yeah. Hey man, Hawaii's cool.
Guano.
What?
It's just how he says bat droppings in it, and that's just he goes
Oh.
guano, guano. That's. I just like saying it. 'Cause it's fine. Yeah.
Well, it's nice that you have a hobby.
That's it. Guano.
You lucky person.
So if you'd like to, for some reason, contact us, faceforradioltd@gmail.com. It's in the description, it's on the video, it's everywhere. You can't escape it. I've tried. A denim man filled
Just
with
big
lizards. Goodbye.
Bye.